Hold up, my favorite streamer's going live. I'm gonna have to go and watch this. Okay,
The
it
best
wasn't
part
that
is
serious.
no, I think what made that funnier. I think what made that funnier is the fact that uh I could just picture people seeing me laugh my ass off despite the fact that I'm muted and only you could be heard. Oh, that was amazing. Hey again.
That would be a nightmare.
So, today we're gonna be playing a little game called Tangle Tower. This is a murder mystery detective game. I've been wanting to play this game for a while. I think this is the third game in a series. I don't know what the first game's name is, if there is one. But the game that came before this was a game called Detective Grimoire, which is a pretty old game. Fuck, that's bright. Anyways, let's make a new file. Why did my game close? There we go. Um, let me. So, a funny thing. Okay, there we go. The only person. This is Tangle Tower, mid afternoon. So, I'm playing this in windowed mode because this game would automatically close if Lake's Edge if I clicked off it. So I put it in a windowed mode.
You ready, Sally?
Grimoire, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Also, this game's mostly voice acted. The only thing that I actually have to read out verbally are the evidence we get.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Markiplier.
Yeah, but it's basically blank.
Gosh, I see it and I hate you now. It never crossed my mind. You know that.
Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Hello,
yet.
everybody. Welcome
It's
back
really
to
not a
Tangle
lot to go
Tower.
on.
Fun fact: this and Detective Grimoire open with both the main characters on a boat, except in Detective Grimoire it was Grimoire and I think a police officer. This game it's Grimoire and Sally.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
Case file: Murder victim Freya Fellow 19 diced while painting a portrait of Flora Fellow 58. Location: Forest Tower. Flora was present as she was posing for a portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color on the tip of the knife is not paint, it was discovered to be blood.
Well,
Tangle Tower, a small painting of a scrap of paper. A few notes have been written on the back. Nowadays, it goes by Tangle Tower, but it was actually a pair of towers connected by a mansion at the base. It is surrounded by a circular lake, the water's unusual mix of color. The lake is enclosed by sheer pale cliffs. They're too steep and smooth to climb. Tangle Tower is currently home to both the Fellow family and the Pointer family. And that's it. That's all our evidence for now.
okay, don't worry. I've played Ace Attorney. I know how to do this. Who is currently staying closest to you? They did it.
Gardens.
What do you think it's for?
Fuck.
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Is it working?
No,
What's that?
it's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster
Playing a harp.
playing a harp. Hang on a second.
Look closer, leave it alone. Let's look closer. A
You should have
puzzle!
left it alone.
This isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet.
It doesn't seem you can solve this puzzle
Let's
yet.
Come back later.
Ooh, it's a
It
music
must
puzzle, I
do
think.
Something.
What happened?
Pretty sure it's a music puzzle.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
I saw a piano.
Harp statue. An old weathered statue of an amphibious creature holding a harp. Symbols are engraved on each of the harp's 4 column segments. So,
Should we take another
wait,
look?
hold on. I could look at it through this. Oh, this is our case study. Freya Fellow. Nothing on her. Oh. Murder
God,
victim.
her neck.
Freya Fellow, 19 dies while painting portrait of Fellow. We've already read all this. This was the curse. Well, actually, wait, I could open that. So there's a bell, lips, bird, and a piano. Okay. Speaking of bird,
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
Oh,
What did Grimoire say?
It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got cracked.
I think it's an egg.
What animal
nobody
is
makes
that?
egg cracked.
Hawk. Bear. Lizard.
Right, of course. A hawk bear lizard. What animal?
Hawk.
Right, a hawk bear lizard.
Can I click it?
It's a bandstand.
Bit small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand. Spooky.
Oh, I already
Light
did
isn't
that one.
working.
No.
Can I interact with the pond?
It's full of the same weird
Yes.
water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single one. Although there is something in there.
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
Damaged cassette tape. The cassette tape has been damaged by water. The ink on the label is burned illegible.
And it's
Okay.
full of the same weird.
Any
Not a,
fish?
although there
It's a cassette. Or it used to be.
Damn it! Okay.
I'll
that's
die
it.
again.
Alright.
Duplication glitch.
Alright.
But
Main
finally, you
entrance.
get to see the crime.
Hello. Alright, what's this?
Oh.
There's a bell.
What?
Oh, there's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. Tangle tour.
Twir.
Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
Little bird feeders.
How do you know they're for birds?
She has a point.
Do you think they'll start
Uh.
to move if we try to go inside?
No, I think he'll just silently judge us.
Oh, what's that?
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
At least he's honest. Open letter, the envelope has been ripped open and a single piece of paper is inside. The combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, store it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down here. Down there. Okay.
That's a bit suspicious.
A path leading towards the stone square.
Don't think it's locked.
Yeah, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
We can walk over
Let's head
here,
to the crime scene first. It's
But we
at the
don't-
top of the west tower, I think.
but we do have to go to.
Finally. Finally. You're finally gonna show up to the crime scene.
Nope. Then we have to go to the West Tower, the Grand Hall.
What is
Took you an
that?
hour.
I think it's a family tree.
Oh yeah, there's all the characters. Wait. Oh, Richard Remington.
Richard Remington.
Fun fact: this was the murder victim in Detective Grimoire.
The one and only.
Yeah, he's dead.
Who is Broccoli?
What? Bucky.
Buck Broccoli.
Buck Brackley. Probably that's his name.
Ugh.
A big letter F.
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion?
Alright, let's just go up.
Jeez, I can already tell these people are characters.
Flores Tower.
Let's take a look at that painting first. There it is.
What?
What?
Why would you not talk to the singular person in the room first?
The unfinished portrait of Flora Philo.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it.
Looks that way.
Painted portrait. Flora was unable to finish the painting as she died sometime during the process. Flora appeared to be wielding a knife. The red substance on the tip was discovered to be blood.
I wonder
Epic
if
foreshadowing.
Jesus
Maybe
fucking Christ!
It's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
Puzzle time. Was used to kill, was hidden inside, is holding a knife tipped with, was knocked out, is completely covered in.
What's the paintbrush?
But it was removed from the crime scene because Freya put it there because it was going to eat it because it stabbed Freya. Because Freya stole it.
These are some crazy logical leaps.
Flora's portrait. is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting? Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Mm-hmm. Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
Take that, Markiplier.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that even got me.
An unfinished painting. Why was that so damn loud?
Look at the egg. Oh.
Flora Philo?
Hey,
Ew.
sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now,
Yourself.
is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know
Ew.
anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Yesterday.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about it yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
The fact that talk is bolded.
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope.
Wonder how
But
much
at
they
least
paid
we
the
can say
voice
we tried.
actor.
Statement.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? Yeah, she's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible? Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window? Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think it's just pointless to ask her anything. You said the egg.
Is that an egg?
Yes.
An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary object.
Oh shit, puzzle.
I think it's a container for
Quick,
something.
take 'em.
Those gems look like they come off.
Swap
See?
positions of the gem, rotate the egg to see the back.
Oh god. Okay, it's one of those.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I think I
I
already
think
found
it's
it. Wait, no. There's a really long one flowing down here. I think it's this one. So I believe...
Oh, wait.
So I believe it's
No.
rotated 90 degrees... No, 45 degrees to the right and flipped.
Wait.
Is it? No. No, it's
No.
not.
Oh,
I
could
think
it
it's
be?
supposed to... So, purple would be here. That would be blue. Meaning this up here, I'm assuming...
Oh, wait.
Wait.
No?
Hold on. Short end, red. Long end, green.
But there's no place in the middle.
What do you mean?
Well, like if you flip it over, there's
Maybe
like
maybe
a
it's
red
just
in
the
the
shape.
middle.
Maybe it's just the shape of the line. So like, this is like a really like boxy looking line. So this is a
Oh,
short
okay,
end
wait.
which has purple. So
That's the
this,
one at the. Okay.
so this would be yellow if I haven't already changed it. So this would be red. I gotta remember what I haven't changed yet. And this would be blue, which would be here. Which one ever never? Okay, it's this blue.
Nope.
Did you pretty sure it explains where
Okay,
to put each of the gems?
there's a long one that goes across the entire egg, which is both? Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, there's purple and pink. Shit. Okay, well, it looks like the long one is both pinks.
What?
There's one that literally goes in like a whole circle, like a whole square, which seems to be green here, and then yellow here, which... Wait, when the
Okay.
fuck did... Wait, when did I change this around? Oh, shit.
The green goes on the inside, the yellow's on the outside, so you're gonna have to
Okay, hold
switch
on.
those two.
I need to verify that. Okay. That's correct. This one is correct. The square...
You have a yellow. Hooked up to a yellow.
Yeah, that one is... Okay, so the short end is purple, which this goes here.
I guess that's wrong.
What's the deal?
Yep.
Must mean something.
Switch the yellow into purple, maybe.
These two?
The ones that are connected to yellow and purple.
Wait, or these two?
Wait,
Because this
no,
is
there's
purple, this is pink.
Oh, it turns out I can't see your mouse. Yeah, switch those two.
Oh shit, you can't see my mouse? Okay, wait.
Yeah. Wait, no, wait, down. Wait, no, the ones at the far left.
So this
Bottom
triangle
left.
purple, and then the...
What?
Wait,
No, wait. The purple and yellow that are connected, yeah.
switch them around?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Why is there no voice acting?
Ah.
Not bad.
Oh, there we go.
Did it
Yes,
unlock?
there is.
What's in there?
Nothing.
Great.
Nothing.
Well,
Nothing?
I'm leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
The empty egg. Once unlocked, the egg can be opened. It's currently empty. The lining of the egg is soft, velvet-like material. The egg is supported by a stand made of brass. It rests on 3 strange feet with pointed claws.
The egg was a murder weapon.
Freya's
It
painted
took a
supplies.
bite.
Phrase paints. A small glass of pots of red, yellow, blue, black, and white. The glass pots are all cracked down one side.
Freya's painting supplies.
Fuck, I didn't mean to redo that.
What about the
Gramophone?
record player? Yeah, gramophone.
Is that a gramophone?
I think so.
Ooh.
Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
It's also got a
What?
big crack down the middle.
Maybe the cassette?
Maybe. It plays cassette tapes inside a vinyl record. It's pointed towards the middle of the room. There's a noticeable crack running through it all the way from the horn down through the tape
Nice.
deck.
Why
What
is
about the
everything
cassette tape?
broken in this room?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
To Freya, crack tape. The cassette tape has a crack down the middle. There's a handwritten message on the label, to Freya.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go.
It's so
Fuck.
dark.
Somehow, the sunlight doesn't seem to be making it very far into the room.
So we can play the pink tape and the broken tape. Let's play this one.
It's piano music.
Update. It's recording piano music. It plays for a short while before stopping.
If you find the piano, that there was the front doorbell, and then there was the piano on the frog with a harp. So maybe that's part of that puzzle.
Maybe. I'll tell you what, because it looked like we could have turned the stones. I might go back to the lake to see if we can turn the stones.
Or the moldy tape.
someone humming a tune.
God damn it, Jacob.
Why? Oh, this really smart Commodore is spitting out some truth down there.
It's a recording of someone walking outdoors. A distorted humming melody can be heard.
Okay, no, he didn't. He said there was humming before there was actually humming. I call bullshit.
Okay, let's go back to the lake. I want to see something.
Maybe I'm deaf. We'll see.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
Yeah, we can turn them. So we have to figure out the symbol that's I think associated with each symbol. Why is it me or is the bell and the piano lit up?
Oh, maybe because they're right.
I have no idea.
Let's come
Or
back.
wait,
says-
no,
it
maybe
says
it's
we-
just
it said-
alternate.
It says we can't solve it yet, probably. Let's check out. Oh, hello. Let's check this
We
out.
go to the other people's houses.
Stone Square.
Whoa, nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I'm Sally, and this is my sidekick Grimoire.
Private Detective Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's
Oh,
a cooler
no.
name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
That is a cool cape, though.
Yourself.
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so?
Yesterday.
As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers is one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I
Who?
expected her to make an appearance, but she did
Huh?
not.
And you stayed
Girl
in
from
the
Shrek?
library the rest of
Oh
the
my
day?
god.
Not quite.
Did my game freeze? Okay.
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall,
Who?
and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower.
There's someone at the greenhouse?
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
Oh.
He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear. But sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
Okay, that's locked.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
Oh, what the
I'm
hell?
guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
What the?
Rotate the dials until all 4 hands are in the correct position. Okay, so that turns that to the right. Okay, it's locked position all 4. Okay.
I don't think you have enough whatchamacallit to do it yet.
I mean, fucking Jesus. It says. Wait. Because there's something on this one, and this one, and this one.
Reset the puzzle?
Rotate the dials until all 4 hands are in the correct position. What is the correct position? Like all facing the same way? Okay, hold on.
You should show this to the more competent, cooler detective.
Yeah, I honestly
No.
don't even know. So moving hands turns into
So
Jason.
like cogs on a machine.
Do like the thing you did again, like whatever combination you just did.
I honestly don't know what the hell I just did. I was just doing random shit.
Move that one up again, the blue one, all the way up again. Oh, that looks like a number.
2.
What, 12?
Oh yeah, 12 I guess. Wait a minute.
Are the rest of them numbers? Is that what you gotta do? You gotta make it say numbers?
Let's, would that be 9? Because if so, they'd be
9?
like 12, 3, 6, 9. Wait. Wait. Oh, fuck, you're onto something. Wait.
Oh. Onto something or on something? We shall see.
I'm assuming this is supposed to be a 3 then. Yes. Oh, shit. Wait a
This
minute.
might go either way.
Yeah,
Could
no,
be
that could be either a 6.
6 or 9. Probably a 9. It's probably gunning for a 9.
Reset the puzzle?
Okay, let me reset this real quick. So if I turn this way, that's a 3, that's a 9, that's a 12. This, wait, no. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this way. Turn this way. And then turn this back here. That feels like a 6, but this one's definitely 12. That's definitely 3. So, like, what looks better? 6. This one's. We could figure this out. I just have to get the correct combination of stuff. Like that. Wait, hold on.
I guess that's right.
Okay.
Did you work out what direction each hand needs to be facing? Each one ends with a little hoop. Try looking through the hoop and ignoring the rest.
So, this is
Maybe the last one's wrong.
maybe. Oh wait, crap. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Why did I think this was going facing the right? This should be facing the bottom. Oh wait, shit. Wait, you're right. Wait, hold on. That's an upside down 6. No, that's it. That's straight up 6. I see
That's
it
a
now.
6.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know what you're on about.
Dude, I think I'm actually on something. Not on to something, I'm on something.
Don't worry, we both are.
Okay, so that goes there. Theoretically. I move this way. So then this gets moved that way. Let me do it again.
That's the one.
There we go.
Hey, not bad.
Aha! Thank you, green-haired woman.
My game froze again. It does that. It's been doing that.
What's in the box?
A little.
Usually when you
tool
complete
thing?
puzzle.
Looks like a telescope. I'm not actually sure what it is.
Small lens. A small brass tool with a curved glass lens. It has a screw at the base. Does Hawkshaw know about it? It was in her clock. Looks like.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you
So
magnify?
you just
with it?
broke into her
Trace
stuff.
particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
Yes, we did just break into her stuff.
So, Deft is just okay here? We're okay with Deft? Hey, that room on the right above this room has a piano in it.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Oh my god, I just saw it.
You just saw him.
Ew.
So wait, what were you talking about? Oh shit, you're
Above
right.
this room, there's a piano.
We'll look at that later.
But,
I'm gonna look at this paper
yeah.
first.
A little chart of. Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
Hi, uh-oh, I'm out of here.
Oh shit, you're right.
I'm scared.
Kinda reminds
I don't
me
like
of a
math.
periodic table. Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
Is that it?
What do you make of
Always the helpful.
Not a whole lot.
Oh, his eyes glue when I clicked on him.
Don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right, sorry. Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
No,
Genetic.
That's a fair response to why are you so tall?
Genetic.
What up? Oh, genetics.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with
What?
the plants?
What?
Water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Oh my
Our lake
god,
water
Markiplier.
causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener.
Okay then.
Okay, so there's a bunch of nuclear waste around the area. Cool.
I
Yesterday.
was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
Statement.
I was up in the
Oh,
rooftop
that's
garden.
suspicious.
It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right
I didn't even
there,
notice the
laying
door was
her
on the
back.
floor.
Oh my
Flora
god.
was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them
More
together.
reds and purples.
Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
I think that's
Okay, somebody's lying.
it. Would he know anything? What about the damaged tables?
A
in
harp
the water?
statue.
Might belong to Poppy.
Oh yeah. Wait, it belonged to. Wait, what?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
That was way too short to be an actual explanation.
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy
Oh.
and Freya talking about it once.
What were they
Oh.
saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
Does he know about the letter?
Empty egg,
Odd.
maybe?
Okay, so I'm assuming that's what he says when the evidence is not for him. What about the painting?
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form.
Well,
Maybe
that was
try
some.
the egg?
Maybe.
It's an egg with feet.
It was locked,
Oh.
but we opened it.
Thanks.
And it was empty.
Thanks for the information, Fitz.
Fun story.
Something just doesn't sit right with Fitz for me.
What do you think that is?
Yeah, I think he
Flora's
did.
hand.
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor.
We did see that in the statement. She looked unconscious. We'll just ask around for more people.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be interesting.
Let's go later.
Maybe,
Hello, glowing pear.
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a
there's a
gemstone,
bug.
don't you think?
That one? Oh, wait, you can't see my mouse. Shit.
I can see it. I have your stream open.
Oh.
Your camera's blocking it.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Potted fruit. A potted fruit with a hard gemstone-like skin. The soil in the pot is an unusual blue color. I need to ask him about that.
I'm scared of that guy.
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gemstony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
Alright, that's it. The pause made that funnier. Alright, let's go to the piano room.
Yeah. Play the piano.
The music room.
Oh. There's a person. Oh my god.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
Yourself.
Okay.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tango Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away, definitely.
I-
Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
I just realized her arms are going through her hair.
Oh,
3.5
like a
hours
vest.
of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I
Wait a
finally
minute.
got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
I feel like I should show her the pink tape because that has piano music playing.
The pink tape, the frog.
After
that,
the statement. After the statement.
Fitz
Of
and I
course,
were up
yeah.
in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard
They're
this
related.
sound. Lasted about 3
No,
seconds.
because her last
I've
name
been trying
is
to decide how to
Pointer and
describe it,
Fitz's last name is Fellow.
but I'm struggling.
But I'm assuming
It
they're
was like
cousins?
something
Okay.
drilling
I think?
into a piece of metal.
Hold on, we'll have to check the family
Different.
tree again.
Yeah, there
Worse.
is a family tree,
I
huh?
was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The 3 of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, at
The
least that
Goth did it.
What?
The Goth did it.
Okay, so at least she confirmed that Fitz was with her and he did kick down the door. Crack
Does
tape.
this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own
No.
a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
Wow, very helpful. What about the
What do
statue?
you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
All right.
That one's
Poppy's
definitely
bedroom
lying.
is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
Can we examine the
It's
piano
one of those
itself?
big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
While it is the music room, he's gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Horn statue. A shiny statue of the same creature holding a large horn. There's a noticeable crack running along the length of the statue's horn. Inside the horn, on the ground below, are various cracks of various shards of cracked glass. Oh, it
Well,
just because it even tells you where you got the evidence from.
everything in this house is cracked.
There has to be something related to the. There's-
Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably why they're on the floor.
What about that violin?
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty. So I'm guessing nobody.
Darn.
Who plays the violin?
So I'm guessing.
Damn, I thought I could examine the guitar case. What about these?
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Can we really not? I feel like there should be something to do with the piano in this room related to the symbol.
Maybe. Do the characters move around?
No, I don't think so. Probably not. I'm not using a hint.
Maybe when she leaves. One
Aviary.
second, I'll be right back. Is that a bird?
A lot of birds, actually.
No, I mean the person.
Oh, I don't know.
Ew.
Beautiful. What is
Okay, I'll be
it?
right back.
Huh?
All right.
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! In that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Note to self: Penelope does not like anything more than 4 syllables. Yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangletown?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed
I'm with her
my
though,
love?
all about the syllable thing.
No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz.
Wait,
He's
what?
Not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
Okay, scratch that. They are not related family.
Especially interested in whatever tedious
'Cause that'd be
feuding goes
weird
on
as
between
shit.
our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
You know what I forgot to do? I think I forgot to read the character bios for most of the characters. Actually, how old is Fitz?
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
How old is Fitz? He looks... I don't even know. Oh. Emily Everstone's mother. Flint Fellow's father. Oh, Flint Fellow is his father. Penny's fiance Poppy. And then Freya and Flora. So he has no connection to Hawkshaw. Oh, it even gives us his testimony pathing. Yeah, he went from the garden up to the tower, but it doesn't show him going down the ground hall to the main entrance of the stone square. Yo, Emmy, want to join the call? Is there anything suspicious about Fitz? They never leave according to the con. I wanna look, yeah. Is there actually no description on him? Hey, Emmy.
Yeah, hello.
Yesterday.
I woke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That, and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it.
Welcome back, Jacob.
Probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
Alright, welcome back, Jacob.
He's in the bird.
What?
In the bird.
Statement.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my
Bless
path.
you.
Bless you.
For some reason, he was coming out
Thank
of
you.
Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then.
'Cause Fitz kicked it
something was
down.
terribly wrong.
My game froze. Okay, we're good.
A
Oh,
minute
no.
later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. Standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Yeah, everything's checking out. She confirmed that
So-
Hawkshaw was in the lobby.
So, hold up. Found family tree, right? So who's related to who?
Yeah, I would go down there and check the family tree. Who the fuck?
Okay.
What is
I think it's a family.
Okay, so there's...
Uh,
Okay, so
so-
Penelope is from a different family, but I guess she was married into here?
wait.
Well, no, she's the
Where's,
daughter of Buck, Brackley, and Pandora Pointer.
Where's... Is that Flora at the very top? It's Flora.
Where?
Where is she?
Where is Flo? Oh, she's right here. Oh, her last name's Remington. What the fuck?
But
So,
no, she's a fellow, right?
no. Her name says right here, Flora Remington.
Flora Remington.
We met her.
Hap-
She's one of the suspects.
Okay, I see.
Huh.
I think she married Felix. That's why her last name is
Oh.
Fellow right now. And so
Oh, we're going off surnames. Okay.
yeah, so Fiona is the daughter to Flora and Felix. Freya is the daughter to Damien and Felicia. Okay. Fitz
Okay.
is the son to Emily Everstone and Flint. Okay, so yeah, Fitz is right here. Penelope is right here. Percival is the son to Lord and Lady Pointer. Interesting. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's continue going up these rooms. So that's what's in
It's really cool how they managed to find partners that have the same hair color as them.
here. Penny's room. I right now want to go get everyone's testimony. Oh, this is Poppy's room.
What about science persons?
Oh, Fifi. She's some. Wait up. There's a piano in here.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright.
Piano?
Hello.
It's a
I was
metronome
about to say
for
piano.
keeping time.
Oh fuck! It's another puzzle.
It's ticking. Is it a
Is
bomb?
it a clock?
Two different questions. Is it a bomb? Is it a clock?
I
It's
should have said, is it
supposed to be
TikTok?
ticking. Not
Damn
sure
it,
those symbols
Markiplier.
are, though.
Use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronomes. Dial on. Okay, so the square button moves these 2. That moves those 2.
Oh. You want to get them all matched up, I'm assuming.
I'm assuming as well. Though, wait. I'm assuming I have to make one of the symbols. Do I?
That's
oh,
you
it's
know,
probably...
you somehow have to go counterclockwise because it's a clock.
Oh wait, that was it. That was
Not bad.
easier. That was easier
was
than
it?
that was easier than the egg and the clock puzzle.
What happened?
Egg,
Little
there
hatch
was
unlocked
egg.
in the back.
What?
There-
Egg, there was egg. What was egg?
There was an egg
There's
puzzle
been-
where there's like gems on the front and then a little thing on the back. We had to match it. We had to match it.
Anything in there?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
Ripped photo. The ripped photo shows a young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette tape
Oh,
Player.
that's the golf. That's the golf.
with matching headphones. We need to go to Poppy right now.
Go show the golf.
We need to go show this to Poppy.
I don't remember her name, man.
What the music change?
I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Okay, fair enough.
Uh,
Alright, let's
probably
go.
need to get from somebody else.
Maybe Fifi, because they're friends. Why are you in that
Yeah.
position, sir?
Oh my god. Gonna make me act up.
Shut the
Hey,
fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Keep it
I couldn't go on
Twitch
stream.
friendly, man. Keep it
Okay.
Twitch
I-
friendly.
Hello, Percival.
I didn't say anything.
Listen, do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks.
Is
of
that a roof on
dust,
his head?
you and I.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that.
Let's start by telling me his name.
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower
Is it 'cause he
belongs to
lives in the roof?
Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Alright, yourself.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published
Jesus
17
Christ.
books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool.
Wait,
Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
Go on.
who pays for the house then?
I was literally about to ask. I'm like, wait. Please tell me they own the house, because if they renting this house, how the hell is someone gonna get there?
Squad.
I
Squad
mean,
is
even
right.
If they have the house, they still gotta pay mortgage.
That's
Do
fair.
any of these people work?
No, because
Oh, wait.
like we said like Fitz gardens professionally. He said he doesn't get paid. Do they even have any sort of financial income at all?
Guess we're relying on squatters' rights, guys.
Yesterday.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Fucking God damn it, Jacob. Alright, what's your statement?
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
They are
Alright.
all pretty casual about this.
So, does the...
We all know they all planned it together.
Oh
So,
yeah, they all
does-
just stabbed her.
Does the family all hate each other, or what?
I think it's more of a Cold War. I think that's what's going on.
A Cold War.
What's this?
Oh,
I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
Take a close look.
oh god, it's a
Oh
Wait a
god.
minute.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Rotate the 5 planets, the sun and the moon around the... Line.
Oh, he's one of those. 8 lines.
Okay,
Which one's Mercury?
Okay, Earth can't be moved around. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, you want to make all the lines match up with the lines on the thingamabob.
Alright, that would mean this would go here. Oh wait, actually, yeah, these have the same
Maybe
distance. Maybe that goes there. That why are
like right there?
okay? Hold on. This probably goes here. Where would this one go?
Side, and then maybe put the purple one on the other side.
Because we have to do something with both the sun and the moon. Okay. Ooh, wait, that's actually pretty
That's-
close.
It's kind of close.
Wait a minute. Maybe something like this.
Is that it?
It looks like it'd be something
Okay.
like this.
Switch.
Oh, that looks perfect.
Nothing.
Fuck.
Switch.
So there are
Wait,
two ways
switch
to move
yellow.
the
and
shadows.
pink.
Rotate the planets and rotate the sun and moon.
Okay, so what do you want?
Switch yellow and pink.
I don't think it matters because they're the same length. Hmm.
Maybe put purple on the other side.
Maybe. Oh, we tried that earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, but that doesn't work. Maybe you're not supposed to have those lines. See the lines there, like two dead. The 2 lines are dead. Maybe those are supposed to have light.
Wait.
So. Oh, okay. Wait. Put that one. Move it down.
Like here?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Right there. Then move the yellow one.
My God.
Ah, okay. Perfect.
I'm impressed.
What's this?
Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Golden beetle. Various research notes and diagrams. Number 4. The golden beetle named for its exoskeleton composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold. Has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with loud hiss. Records of
Jeez.
over 95 decibels. Jesus Christ. And being completely indigestible. I'm dyslexic as fuck.
Yeah. Don't worry, you guys.
This mistid has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune for those that see it. Do you know about this, good sir?
So,
Show him the ripped
we found some
photo.
research. What's
Hold
up
on.
with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Okay, so would you want me to show him?
The ripped photo. Show him that.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Oh my fuck.
Okay, that's Poppy.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely Poppy.
Will you show him the harp too?
Would he know anything about the harp?
Lives here.
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
I have my doubts
Well.
about Percival. Okay,
My doubts about Poppy.
I think I have my doubts about Percival, Hawkshaw, and Fitz. Library. Oh, there's Beefy.
Ew.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I'm still missing.
May I talk to you?
Ew.
Miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached
Bullshit.
the hypothesis.
Calling you out. I don't think that's
The
true.
murder?
Yeah, come on.
If you look at my
Yeah.
stream, I checked my watch.
Please, unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all.
We've been here for
The
an hour.
screen
And
time.
that includes you. So,
I'm like, no, it's been an hour.
tell me now.
Actually, it's been
Unless
an
it's
hour.
for me.
Microbiologist.
Oh.
Wait
Oh,
a minute.
They're on to you. Run.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. Bye, guys.
Do we
Alright.
have
Oh,
to
she
go for this
actually left.
Oh. Just looking for excuse to jump out the window. Oh. Okay,
She
now walk
actually
away.
left the call.
This is a suspect. Oh my god.
Oh my fuck.
Is she coming back?
Ready? Is she?
$5 on no.
I think she actually jumped out the window. Anyways, yourself.
Well.
You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well,
I want to add I hate this character.
So does that make
Fifi?
you the daughter of...
Correct.
Yep.
My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro something or other?
Microbiologist.
Is she
But it
actually
is
coming
an
back or
insignificant
no?
Label. My studies cannot be
Oh,
categorized
God.
in any one recognized field.
What made made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
Yes, yesterday.
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait,
What?
that's
Wait, what?
I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi.
Can we throw this one out the
I just
window?
need to know what happened.
Me too.
Throw her out the
The
same
landlord
window and we jumped out of.
Fine. I knew
Yeah.
ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy.
Oh, you know
was
what?
in the library
She
all
just
morning
left.
preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh.
Oh.
Good.
Alright then. That is certainly something to keep test of. Statement.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead.
Welcome back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm back.
you went to clip the whole thing, didn't you?
Probably.
You climbed out back the window?
We left the room. and
There
Poppy's
was
father was
a
waiting
dog down
outside.
there, so I had
He
to.
followed us upstairs.
Oh,
I had to
yeah,
come
yeah.
back.
Freya lying on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Completely and
You were
utterly
barking at me.
devastated.
You were going bow
Then,
bow.
I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
Okay.
Poppy and I took
I'll
the
go kill
sample
it.
back downstairs to the library. We
Huh?
performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You
Well-
performed that scientific test.
I guess we're
immediately,
gonna have a second
even
murder
though
to
you
solve.
were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
So I'm assuming you guys didn't pay much attention to the testimony.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked.
Maybe.
now.
Can't wait.
Let's look at that later. I'm assuming. Oh yeah, that's probably her room. What's in here? Freya's room. What is certainly. That's a big ass painting.
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on.
I just realized. Oh.
There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
I just realized Jacob left.
Oh no.
Photo of a painting. A small photograph on Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges.
It was a mean dog.
Yeah, he tackled you.
I'm assuming that's Fifi's room.
Okay.
It is. I have a feeling this.
Take the tape here.
A new suspect.
Oh.
Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
I did not expect Sally to do that.
Save it for the judge.
What?
These
Did
people
not know
do
she
not
could.
take. These guys do not take their job seriously. A microscope.
It looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
It's a puzzle. Ah.
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you gotta make a key. That's the deal.
Do.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
there's
make a
different
key
levels.
like that.
There's different levels of micro. Holy.
That's very scopy.
Okay, that looks good. Yeah, no, I feel like we're doing something a little wrong here.
Oh, you think?
You set the puzzle.
Yeah, that's not close enough. This feels like it's too close.
Oh,
That's-
maybe use that one that expands those lines and use the shrinking one to shrink it a bit.
Like this
Yeah,
one,
that
and
one?
then this one.
Well, no, wait.
Wait a minute.
Go, like bring that one a bit. Wait, move. Wait, move the minus one out of the way. Okay, now use the big one, the 3 times big one on those tiny lines specifically, and then shrink the big ones when it matches up. Or what? Wait.
Are you you okay?
Okay, wait. Move.
Okay, hold
on,
on.
move the-
How about we start with the actual key part first? So, okay, let me move these all out the way first. So, interesting. So that looks like it's way too big. That also looks like it's actually, yeah, way.
Okay, the 3 times microscope is definitely for those tiny lines right there.
So, like, it definitely goes here.
Yeah, but no, it's for those tiny lines. Yeah, right there. So bring the small one to make that big part smaller.
Wait.
Or wait.
I feel like. What happens if I try moving this? Yeah, it's weird. What happens if I try lining them all up? Oh, I guess. Holy shit!
Oh. Flash grenade.
Okay, you know what? We'll do this later.
I'll do this later.
Oh, but it was definitely the minus the plus at the end. And
Okay. So we'll do
Yeah,
this.
that was definitely it. Yeah, you finish this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, why
Don't
did
leave
not?
this table till you finish all your puzzles.
I feel like this definitely goes here, and then this. If I actually move this close, no. Yeah.
Oh, but it does still. Oh, wait, no.
What the fuck?
But the problem with this is those 2 parts aren't connected right there at the bottom.
I guess
See?
that's
Damn it.
So they must each have a specific.
There's like a little gap right there.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of the gap. Maybe that minus one? No.
Wait a minute.
The minus one does something, I'm telling you.
Yeah, definitely. Whoa, wait. I did that on accident.
What?
That.
Oh yeah, see?
Yeah.
That smells good.
Okay.
I was gonna say it probably doesn't have to have it fully connecting with like the mirrors, kind of like how it's an illusion thing in
Yeah.
Honkai.
Oh, the one in the Penacony.
Yeah, it could be something like that too.
That looks right, but hold on. What if we try something like? No. That feels like.
Versus-
I feel like this belongs like here. About here.
Yeah, but nothing else could get to that size.
Yes. You make a fair one.
I think you're gonna have to use the minus part to shrink that big part. Not that big part.
Nope.
Yeah, I figured.
Move the minus one to.
Okay, give me numbers. Oh wait, I just realized. Yeah, no, it does say minus. Okay.
No, I guess not.
Okay, I did.
We're working a
I did-
parallel universe ahead.
I did not even see the plus and minuses on the magnifying glasses. Alright.
Move the plus one a bit to the left. The 3 pluses, my bad.
That is.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Keep it
Oh.
right there, then maybe move the minus a bit. Other way. Okay, wait.
Wait. Yeah, right there is
Looks
good.
correct.
Somewhere right there.
You want to close,
But you gotta move the plus one a bit.
Yeah, move the plus one.
Back the other way.
To the left or to the right?
First one to the right, if I think. Okay, line it up there, then move the red 1 plus to the right slightly.
Hold on. I think this is good. This.
Yeah, but there's a gap right there. I think you
Yeah,
need to cover that gap.
That's that's what I'm.
Wait,
I
don't move that. That was right.
No, don't move that.
You moved the 3 times back. Okay, now maybe use the minus to cancel out the plus, or no?
Weird.
Use the minus to subtract from the. No.
Wait.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
No.
The 3 plus definitely right. Move the 2 plus a bit to the right, maybe.
Wait.
Then use.
Wow,
the...
that is not the
No.
one I went to click on.
Use
you
a
high game?
goober.
I did not mean to even click on that one.
Then -1.
Wait. Oh, crap.
Oh, wait.
Right there. Then move the plus.
1 plus?
Left.
Wait. Oh, move this left?
Yeah.
Like I should move this right? No. This looks
This
right.
might not be the answer because the key has a large gap at the 2 little key thing bobbers.
Yeah.
Move the 2 plus back to kind of where it was.
Oh, this is the
move
hardest
the
puzzle.
minus slightly. Kind of where it was, but slightly. Like try and position it to where it could line up. Like right there, then. Let me think.
Use the 3 times plus?
No.
What
wait.
What the?
Oh.
Why
It's
did
because.
Why did you move back there?
There you go. Then maybe
You want
try
to start by vice
moving
versa.
the plus one, just the 1 plus a tiny bit, to try and even it out with the left.
This looks way too big.
Nothing.
You want to
Okay,
start by
maybe.
vice versa.
Okay, maybe let's move these. Actually, I can just reset the puzzle. Okay,
Yeah, restart.
maybe it depends on how big we need the key as well. But you know what?
I think. No, wait, no, because it's a bit longer than that. Try and make it just
Wait.
as long as at the bottom.
Wait.
Okay, that smells good. That smells good. Use the minus on the big part at the end.
No, that was it.
There we go.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Lovely.
Nice work.
I
We
just
got there
noticed.
eventually.
That one, there's a bit of sarcasm laced to it.
Please tell me.
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah.
It was the Tabor, wasn't it?
On top of a little metal box.
It was the murder weapon.
There's a book in here.
Yes.
Diary. A well-locked
Ooh.
book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device.
Read it. Spill the tea.
Can we even? I don't think we can interact with items.
We met
Yeah.
everybody in the family.
We're missing one person, and I think I know exactly who that is.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to go in a sec.
Yeah, I'll. Okay.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather
Oh.
like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
Well, I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
He knows something. Yourself.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between adventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go
This guy never
wherever
left.
the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Yesterday.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
I think this might be the last statement we could take.
It was dusk. A feeling.
The fact that his
limned
background is
in the air.
different than everyone else's.
Malevolent? Perhaps. Uncertain as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard
There we go.
someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it.
It's Fifi.
Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
To be fair, that is his wife.
Really?
Yeah, Flora and Fitz, sorry. Or not Fitz, Felix, sorry. I think are married. It's set on the family tree.
That's all
Okay.
the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Alright. My end stream after we go over all the statements.
Well, I'll let you do that. I gotta go.
Alright.
Goodbye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
That's all.
Don't forget to subscribe to the gentleman.
Let's run through
Aha.
them to see if anything doesn't add up.
Or the
To see if
cat.
anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon, and I heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering.
I might
So
check the
only
voice
Fitz
actor,
kicked
see if I
down the
recognize
door.
any of them.
Poppy and I went in.
Fair enough.
Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the Fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Yeah, that's weird. Tell you what I do want to do real quick. I want to show Fitz some stuff, because I think he might know something about the bug. I forgot. His only reaction to clicking on this is eyes glowing.
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
My same reaction.
Yeah, he just likes to stare off in the distance sometimes. What else could I show him? The horn statue?
What's with the broken glass?
Alright, cool. He just knows that's the only thing. You know what I did forget to do this stream? I forgot to show everyone else's profiles to people, so I might do that next stream. But I want to do some extra stuff, like for example, Fifi. I want to show her the picture of Poppy and her diary.
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I want to check something, another thing. One more thing for end stream. What does that bell have to do with the puzzle? Because there's the bell.
Should we ring?
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
Huh. The bell? I mean, there's like a squiggle on it.
Should we take another look?
Same thing, like... No. Okay, yeah, no, this is not gonna help. Also, that is weird. That is weird the way the puzzle is. If you click right, it shifts left.
Oh, really?
Can I?
Did you make a different sound when you...
I do not think so. Or maybe it did, but it was probably just sound design. I want to check out this last
okay.
one first. Fitz's room. His room is lackluster, I'll say that.
What's the note?
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
That's probably Poppy. They're friends.
Poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Oh, what the
Nothing. Still locked.
The tiles have all got that same sun symbol on them.
Those moon symbols in the slots. Are they connected?
Maybe they're connected, but also not connected.
Wait a minute. Oh, I just
Let's
remembered.
come back once we...
I just remembered something.
Oh.
This room had
A
the
big
same one.
glass door leads out into a garden.
I just forgot to
Somehow.
acknowledge it. I didn't know if I needed it.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Yes. Shit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the moons were in. Fuck.
Right there. No.
How the fuck?
Yeah. You had the first one, then that one. Then,
So
yeah.
these three and then up for the sun.
Something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
And you go to the next one.
And then we go to Fitz's room.
Yeah.
His room looks sad.
It does. No
It's-
wonder it's a lock thing in the middle.
It's locked.
We
are.
What's that thing?
I think this is the garden they were talking about.
Yeah.
Here.
Move the top sun to the left.
It made a
Key.
noise.
I guess that was right. Finally, it's open.
Damn it, hold on.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Yup, the outdoor garden. Or the rooftop garden. Why does that have headphones on it?
Music.
We'll look at all this later. I feel like I should probably stream. It is 8 o'clock right now.
That is fair.
So we got everyone's testimony. We locked all the rooms, and we have no idea what the hell's going on because the room is all right. I'm gonna end stream at the lake. All right. That was an interesting stream. This game certainly got my brain going, especially with that key puzzle. I think what did us in was the key puzzle and the clock puzzle. That one we were able to figure out. We just like both of them. We knew the answer. We just needed the execution. Actually, what other puzzles did we do? There was the clock puzzle. There's the sun and moon puzzle. Where was? Oh yeah, there was the microscope puzzle. We did another one. I already forgot what it was. We did the metronome puzzle in Poppy's room. The first puzzle we did, I forgot which one it was. The harp one doesn't count. I honestly don't remember. Oh no, the egg puzzle and the egg puzzle. But luckily we got all eight of everyone, and then a bit of evidence. The ripped photo is something we definitely need to talk about to some of the characters. We do know that's Poppy. Actually, did it say anything? No. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna end stream then. Alright. Number puzzle. Number puzzle? Are you referring to the clock one? Because we did that one. Alright. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Next time I stream, I'll probably do either Soul Knight or Smash Legends. Probably Smash Legends. I haven't played that game in a while. And then after that, probably another 14 stream. And then after 14, I'll see if I can get back to Tangle Tower with these two as well. Alright. I'll see you guys then. Phantom out. And me, you want to say anything?
Make sure to subscribe so you can see what happens.